Hello and welcome to season 2, episode 1 of the Studio C Fun Show. We are back with the fun show as well.
It's the one and only Kid Vicious. I'm back. There's no Studio C without Kid Vicious. I wasn't here yesterday, but I'm back now.
Yo, what's good? What's great? It's your boy Phil.
Addressing that comment Aiden made, KV, we saw our highest amount of viewers yesterday with a whopping 300, so without you. So and now look,
Cap.
there's no
Cap.
one here. There's no one here
There-
with you.
That's Cap.
Ask Phil.
300? Nah.
Let me come back in.
We've never pulled 300 off. Nah. No, bro. I know you're bluffing now, bro.
Right, there we go.
I don't think we've ever had 10 consistent viewers in at one time.
Hey, it was just they missed this handsome
No,
face.
stop the cap, bro. Stop
Ask
the
Phil.
cap.
Phil, didn't we
It
have
was a legendary show. Legendary
exactly
show.
legendary?
Stop the cap. Stop
It's
the
it,
cap.
it's just all right with you here though.
Stop the cap.
All right.
I like
So
the haircut, KB.
Yeah, I brought the mohawk back, bro. If you went to middle school with me, everybody knows I had the different mohawk styles like every week. But yeah, I brought it back, man.
all right. So Phil, you want to start off with your new segment?
Yeah, so in case you didn't catch the sports show yesterday, or like KV said, we gotta fill you in on this too. We have a new segment. It's called "What's on Your Mind" for this week. So basically, we're still keeping Mount Rushmore versus series, everything like that. We're just adding more to it into one segment that's going to be called "What's on Your Mind." So what's on your mind? It could be Mount Rushmore. It could be a versus that you have. It could be trivia. It could be an unknown fact. It could be a hot take. It could be blind rankings. It could be whatever. It's going to be called "What's on Your Mind," and each of us will have one. But this is the trial week for it, the first one for the fun show. So for what's on my mind this week, if you are kind of familiar with what's going on in the rap game or whatever, Double XL is summertime. They do their freshman class list every single year. So for my what's on your mind for this week, the most popular the most popular, a lot of people consider the best Double XL freshman class is 2016, which was 8 years ago. Can you guys guess every single person on that list? You guys get three strikes, five hits, and you guys each go one at a time. So it'll be one person's turn, then the next, and then go on like that. And I will say there's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. There's 10 members in total. So
So we're doing it for
who
this
wants to
year
start
or
first?
no?
For the year of 20, since that's considered the most popular or best year by a lot of people of the Double XL list.
All right.
So what class were we doing? I'm sorry. Wasn't paying attention.
And you're going to guess all the members of the 2016 Double XL freshman class list. It's 10 members. Each of you get three strikes, and you get five hits, each of you individually. And
Oh, we
y'all
get
each
the
go
guess.
one at a time. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that won't be too hard.
All right. So who would want to go first?
I feel like KD should go first.
Okay.
Okay.
You said three strikes. I don't think I can get the whole list, but
Now
I'm gonna.
you get yeah. What happens? You guess, and then barbecue will guess, and then you'll guess, and then it'll go. Alternate each.
Okay, so that's what 21 Savage on that list.
Yep. Okay. So that's one. Barbecue, you're next.
Ooh. I'm gonna go. XXX.
It's a good guess. He was act well. I'm not gonna spoil it because I make a well. I say he was actually on the 2017 list, so he was not unfortunately on this list. So that's one strike. Right, KV.
Alright, Kodak Black.
All right, that's another one. So that's two out of the 10 so far. All right, barbecue. Back to you.
Juice.
Juice World is not on this list
Damn
either.
it.
I'm trying to think.
Shouldn't you have the
Juice
list
World
pulled
make a
up?
double XL. I have the list, but you guys can't have the list pulled up because that's cheating. It's against.
I
I
know.
got the list
So
pulled up. So yeah,
He has it. He was trying to think about the other person.
oh,
okay. But no, that's unfortunately not on this list. So that's two strikes, Barbie. All right, back to you, KB.
Lil Yachty.
All right, that's three of the 10. All right, back to you, barbecue.
Uh,
All right, you got five hints, brother. You already on two strikes. You got five
give me
hints. So
give me
you
a hint.
just
Give me a hint.
Yeah.
all right.
What? 10?
Let me get this. This rapper has a TV show on FX. You can use another hint if you want to.
Yeah, give me another one. Give me another one.
All right, this same rapper starts with Lil.
Okay, that's like 90% over.
I mean, but it wasn't a
All right,
lot
you
of
got
them at that point.
as a show on FX. All right, you can still use another hint. You got three left if you want to use them.
Oh, is the show based in Atlanta? Is that what? Am I thinking of that one right?
That is no, it is not based
Oh,
in
no.
Atlanta.
All right, give me another one.
This same rapper is a white rapper and the only white rapper on this list.
Oh,
So we
I
got
know.
show on FX,
Oh, I
starts
Lil
with
Dicky.
Lil, only yes. All right, Lil Dicky. So that is four out of the 10. Barbecue, you got three hints left if you want to use them. Back to you, KB.
All right. Shoot. Let me think. Lil Uzi.
Yep, that's five out of the 10. All right, back to you, Barbecue. Remember, you got three hints left. You get another one wrong, you're out.
All right, give me a hint. Give me a hint.
Right? This I'm going. Three are going to be all right. First hint is this rapper's in their rapper name. Their last name and their rapper name is the same as a famous '90s bald-headed rapper. So their last name is the same as a famous rapper from the '90s who's bald-headed.
All right, give me another one.
Bro, you about to use up all
All
your
right,
hands, bro.
Hey, I only
yeah,
have
yeah,
one
you
guess
got
left, so.
this. Yeah, um, is this hint gonna be too much? I don't know. This same rapper is one half of the group Silk Sonic with Bruno Mars.
Okay. Okay.
So his last name is the same as a famous '90s rapper from the that's bald headed, and then your second guess for this rapper or second hint for this rapper, they're one half of the group Silk Sonic with Bruno Mars.
All right, give me my last hint. I have no idea.
All right, their first name is Anderson.
Doesn't tell me anything.
All right, that's all your hits. So Hail Mary. First name Anderson.
I'm just gonna just name a rapper. Ski Mask.
Okay. So
I'm like, what was he
finish
gonna
something
say him?
correct.
To say him? I'm like,
You
oh
are
my
out.
god.
The 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 rapper's name. To be fair, he's a rapper. He's kind of overall artist, but his name Anderson Pop. So same last name, the same as a famous rapper from the '90s, Tupac, and then first name Anderson, and then Anderson Paak is one half of the group Silk Sonic.
Bro, I was just going
Right.
off of everybody I
KB,
seen on the cipher.
yeah. I think he was on the side, but his just isn't popular. But KB, you're the only one left. See if you can finish out the list. You have one, two, three, four more people remaining to name. So we got six off the board. There's four more. You got 5 hints, and you have 3 strikes left.
Okay, let's see. All right, give me a hint. Like, I don't know. Give me a hint.
All right. So first hint: this rapper most known song is called Panda.
Oh, designer.
All right. So that's one. You got 4 hits. You got all your strikes. All right. Take another guess, sir. Use a hint.
All right, let me get another hint.
All right. This rapper's last name. This rapper shares the same last name of Stephen Curry.
Okay, say it again. You kind of buffered.
This rapper has the same last name as Stephen Curry.
Oh, Dale Curry? No, no, no,
It's
no.
not Dell. That's one strike. You're very close. You just got it wrong.
Ah,
It's very close to
ah,
Dell.
ah. Denzel
You
Curry?
you you want another? Yep, yep. There we go. Denzel Curry. That is 7 out of the 10. You got 2 strikes left, 3 hits remaining, and there are one, two. There are two more artists left. My bad. So we got 8 out of the 10. Two more artists left.
Okay. Shoot. All right, I'll take another hit.
Okay. And I will say, like me personally, these two artists I wouldn't have guessed to be on the list. But all right. First hint: this rapper's last name is the opposite of West. So if you're not going West, you're going, and this is their last name.
Babies?
Yep. Here we go. All right. So that is 9 out of the 10. You got 2 hits left, 2 strikes, and one more rapper to guess.
All right, I'll take another hit.
All right. This rapper's first name starts with a G in their rap name. So first letter is a G. Keep that in mind. First letter is a G.
A G?
Yes. You got one more hint left if you want to use it.
Okay, what was it again? You said the first letter in their name is a G?
Yes.
Okay, all right, I'll take another hint.
All right. Their last name rhymes with turbo.
Turtle?
Turbo.
Turbo? G Herbo. Ah, shoot. Is it G Herbo?
Yep, it's G Herbo. Oh, that is the 2016 XXL freshman class list. You got Uzi, Lil Uzi Vert, 21 Savage, Dave East, Designer, Kodak Black, Anderson Pot, Curry, G Herbo, Lil Yachty, and Lil Dicky. Lil KV's the winner of this trivia. But clap it up for both of y'all. That was good. I'm not gonna lie. 5 hints may have been a little much, but when I saw like G Herbo and Dave East, at least I wouldn't have got those.
Bro, this
It's
was
only two.
hard. Shoot. Forget fun. It was hard. Shoot. Because like, bro, I didn't realize until like a couple years ago that everybody doesn't do the cipher. Some people opt out of it. So I only knew the people from the cipher. That's why I used my hints at the end.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
All right. So next up, this past June was the Xbox Showcase. They showed a lot of great footage from different games and announced some games. Starting off with Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Doom Dark Ages, or Dark Age, Gears of War E-Day, Avowed, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, Age of Mythology, Life is Strange Double Exposure, State of Decay 3, Stalwalker 2, World of Warcraft, The War Within, Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred, Dragon Age, Veligard, Fable, Mixtape, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Expedition 33, Starfield, Shattered Stars, or Shattered Space, Flintlock, Siege of Dawn, Mecha Break, Metal Gear Solid, Snake Eater, Sea of Thieves, Season 13, Fallout 76, Skyline Valley, Perfect Dark, and Atomfall. And I also saw they showed footage of the new Indiana Jones game that's coming out.
I seen stuff for advertisement for the new Indiana Jones. And then Gears of War. I mean I played some Gears of War. I've never finished any of the Gears of War games, but I except like the first one. But yeah. I'll be interested in playing Gears of War, World of Warcraft, what else? I don't think I'll play any of those other games you mentioned. But Diablo, I heard Diablo's pretty good though. Or is this a different thing? Because I've seen is Diablo the game with the like the little witch looking lady on there? Yeah, I heard good things about that. But yeah, I might play that because I got both. So
Yeah, I think the my bad.
I got both. So
The three.
I'm oh my bad, Phil. Go ahead.
Not you go ahead and finish.
Oh, yeah. What I was saying is I have both game systems now, so I'm able to take advantage of playing both games for two different systems. But I mean, I feel like are these like exclusives? Because Assassin's Creed's not an exclusive, right?
No, they're just games. They're just games by game studios Microsoft owns, and they just put it all into the Xbox Games Showcase. They'll
Oh,
most likely be released on. Most of these will most likely be released on Game Pass, though.
yeah. Well, Gears of War is an exclusive unless it's changed.
And I highly doubt Call of Duty Black Ops 6 will be an exclusive.
Oh no, Call of Duty's not gonna be an exclusive. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, this is a good thing, I guess. I just need people to stop doing this. I just need these companies to stop doing exclusive games. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep advocating for that. And I like this list because not all the games on the list are exclusives. That's one thing I like about this list.
I'll say out of the games on this list, it's three that really stick out for me personally. It's the Assassin's Creed Shadows, but I feel like we kind of already talked on that a little bit before, so I don't say with that. Life is Strange. The new Life is Strange that's kind of a sleeper, really good kind of like a telltale game where you get your decisions impact the story, kind of like a TV show that you can play through. Underrated game, that's a real sleeper. So I'll recommend that. And then obviously the biggest one in my opinion would be Black Ops 6. I think we spoke on this a little bit too. It's obviously it should be a cool game. And, with it being the sixth one, it kind of seems like, in my opinion, Call of Duty, they're kind of struggling trying to get people to buy the game and get attraction towards it by putting and they know putting that Black Ops name in front of it is going to get everyone's attention. So I don't really know how to feel about that one, but out of the games, those are the three that really stand out to me.
Yeah, there's a few that stand out to me too. Like Phil was saying, Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Anyone who's played a Call of Duty game, especially a Black Ops game, is excited for this. Um, I'm actually excited for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I love the 2020 edition. Um, I'm excited to see like kind of what changes they made in 2024. Life is Strange. I haven't played it, but I have seen a little bit of footage of it. Seems like a decent game. I might give it a go. Um, State of Decay. I think I played State of Decay 2. I had really a lot of fun with it. So, um, that one's interesting. And Assassin's Creed. I just started Black Flag a couple weeks ago. I haven't played much of it, um, but yeah, I'm super excited for Assassin's Creed and Fallout 76. A lot of people kind of hate on Fallout 76 because it had a terrible launch, but it's definitely gotten better since then. So I'm super excited to see like what they add with this update. Also, Starfield Shattered Space. I'm super excited for that. I haven't finished the game yet, um, but I'm still kind of excited for that DLC.
All right, guys, I finally got back home in my nice blue 2015 Mustang. Now let me get out and set up.
All right.
And you're probably wondering, if you were on here, how are you driving? Well, I have an amazing driver named Miss Deanna's Dean. She's the best driver in the world. I pay her in love.
All right.
I will say, Assassin's Creed because they're gonna have the first Black Samurai in it. That's it. But other than that, Assassin's Creed is a boring game to me. It's too much side. I feel like it's too much side quests you can do in that game. The story doesn't stay on the story. It just all these different side quests.
Yeah, honestly, that's kind of a hot take, but it's not a bad take. I think I've spoke on it before. Assassin's Creed is one of my favorite video game series. But I will say the more I play and kind of going back to, the more I kind of regret it and wish I would have had messed up nostalgia from when I was younger because the games aren't as great playing through as I do remember, but I still do think they're a pretty enjoyable game. And I don't know if I'm going to get Shadows. It depends on the gameplay and stuff, but that it's definitely going to do numbers and should do well.
Then I got the game of the year right here, guys. Game of the year.
Yeah, I've been on that all week.
Yeah, my thing is I pre-ordered my game too early before they had any of the editions, so didn't even get the chance to get it early.
Oh, dang.
So something no one really expected. This could just be great marketing. Could because I highly doubt it's real. So Illumination announced with the help of Steve Carell the Minions 100-year universe plan. I figured it's a little funny thing we should add. So obviously we had Despicable Me 4, 2024, 2027, Mega Minions, 2030, Mega Minions 2, 2033, Minions 3, 2034, Mega Musical, 2036, Mega Minions Legacy, 2038, Mega Minions Villain Con, 2041, Mega Minions Dia Drew, and just so on and so forth. They have a whole 100-year plan. You can look up the whole timeline if you're interested. I highly doubt this is real. I think it's just clever marketing on their part. But I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on that.
Yeah, I definitely would have to agree. I think it's a funny little thing, like you said, marketing thing. I don't think it's real, but if it is, that's definitely something that a movie from 2010 start with Despicable Me can grow into this big old thing. I do hope that it's not true though, simply because I love Despicable Me. The minions are cool. Not yeah, I like this Despicable Me part, but it's just one of those things. You don't want it to go on too long. And if that is true, that is way too long with minions. Like barbecue was saying, I think it's a funny little thing, marketing type thing.
Yeah, I think it's a marketing thing as well. I don't think this is real. I don't think this is real at all. I mean, I don't think I've seen any of the standalone Minions movies, but I did like them in like the Despicable Me movies.
A game I've been waiting to come out was finally announced. A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead was announced last month. Uh, I'm super excited for this game. I've loved A Quiet Place since I saw it a couple months ago, or actually over about a year ago now. Um, First and second one are amazing. Haven't gotten a chance to see the third one yet. But one feature I really hope this has, which hasn't been announced yet, is a way for them to use your microphone. So where if you make a sound in real life, the monsters will come after you. Um, in the game. So I feel like that's a must-have feature for this video game. Um, but yeah, I saw the trailer, the gameplay trailer. It looks amazing. I hope uh, who's developing Stormmind Games. I haven't heard much of them, but hopefully they don't go ruin it with uh, locking stuff behind paywalls and stuff like that. I'm just super hyped for this game. I don't think there's a release date yet, but I want to get your guys' thoughts on that.
Yeah, I recently seen the last one. I didn't see the other two. I've seen the last one though. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of scary movies, but I liked the movie. It wasn't a bad movie. I was even being quiet. Like I thought I forgot there was a movie. Like shoot, I was being quiet. I wasn't making any sound or anything when I watched it at the movies. But yeah, I liked it. I would love to play it as a game. That feature you were just talking about, that might actually be a good feature, but how would you pull that off? There's no like you would have to wear a mic for that.
No, they use your a microphone that you just have connected to your PC. If you don't have one, then the feature doesn't work.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that was my whole thing. Yeah, that's a pretty cool feature. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, when it comes to A Quiet Place, I've seen the movies, but I haven't watched them all the way through. Just haven't, you know, never caught my interest like that. But the concept, I think, is pretty glad to stay quiet. You make noise, the monster's gonna come. So went on. I think a video game of that would be cool as well. Like I said, it's a very cool concept. I didn't know they were making a video game about it, but that should be cool. I think like Barbecue was saying and how KB was saying as well. I think that feature with the mic, if they actually did that, I think that would be amazing and really add to the game. You know, your experience playing, make you feel like make you more immersed in the game, which is great for anything. So I definitely think, like I say, great concept. It should be a cool game. Interested to see how that is.
Yeah, just the if it's nearly if it's a fraction of as good as the movies were, I feel like it's amazing. And it's really cool to cuz I don't know if you guys know this, but A Quiet Place was originally a film made by two brothers. I think it was their first ever time writing a movie. Um, and it was on a very short, small budget. They worked with what they had, and it became an instant hit. Um, John Krasinski, amazing director and actor. He helped them with it and grew it to where it is today. But yeah, super super excited for this game though. All right. Speaking of horror movies, Smile 2 is getting some promotion. They so this one will follow a pop star and how the virus a ghost thing affects her fans and her. Um, but yeah, I saw the trailer and it looks pretty good.
See the first one, but did see the trailer for this one. I mean, I might since it's like a following a pop star, I might be interested in watching it, but at the same time, I want to watch the first one first to kind of get an idea of the whole thing. So yeah, I mean, it might be an interesting movie.
Yeah, and this was the trailer of which movie? What was the first one again? I feel like I remember. You said they were following a pop star.
This second
I
one
missed
is
that.
following the pop star. The first one was following a doctor. So basically, she was in a nutshell, without totally 100% spoiling it. She was a uh, psychologist who wanted to help people. She gets a patient uh, saying that everywhere she looks, people are smiling at her. Next thing you know, the doctor witnesses her kill herself, and then she starts having visions of people smiling and stuff like that.
Interesting.
Okay, okay, got you. So with the second one, a pop star, then I mean, I think it could be if done right, the movie could be good. It's just like concept. I feel like we've seen, a bunch of things already. I don't feel like the concept steps out. Unless the being, it should be a good movie. I don't really have too much to add on it, say about
Yeah, apparently the two. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but apparently the two original characters from the original movie are supposed to make a comeback. I'm not sure how, but they are. So But yeah, it's another Smile one. I didn't like the ending. Um, if you know, you know. I'm not gonna spoil it. But I wasn't a huge fan of the ending of the first one. I hope the second one is great. Um, the first one was great up until the ending. I did not like the ending at all. Um, but yeah, hopefully the second one has a better ending than the first one.
You have a quick question. Why did your stream element thing say season two? Isn't this season three, technically?
Well, I just decided to redo it. Last season was season one, and just because Phil's here now.
Yeah, yeah, I guess.
All right. It was also announced this past month Doctor Strange will be in Avengers 5. I still haven't watched the latest Doctor Strange movie, so I don't know if that's surprising or not. But yeah, he's supposed to be in Avengers 5.
I think it is because, like, I'm not gonna spoil it or anything. I think it is because from the last Doctor Strange movie, there's nothing that I felt like happened to where it would make sense for him to be in it. Well, actually, no. I take it back. I take it back. Yeah, cause like, yeah, it's 50-50. There's ways I can see how he would fit, and there's ways that I don't see how he would fit. But yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it since you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I did watch the most recent Doctor Strange. The same thing, not spoiled. I can't spoil. I'm be real. I don't even remember the movie to be honest. Um, I really watched because they said Tobey Maguire was going to come back as Spider. That didn't happen. I got the movie, but it doesn't shock me that he's going to be in the Avenger movie. The only thing I personally don't like it because I don't know about y'all. I feel like every time Doctor Strange comes around, something goes wrong. He just brings bad luck every time he's around. Something gets messed doing too much. Something just goes wrong. So I wish they would leave him out. I wish he could die off or retire like the rest of the Avengers. But yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all that he's gonna be in the next movie.
I kind of wish I feel the same way, Phil. I'm sorry. It's like it's just everything goes wrong. Everything that can go wrong goes wrong with him. Like, go back to being a doctor. Like, shoot, you were making six figures, bro. Go back to doing that.
Yeah,
And, no, you were a surgeon. You were probably making more than six figures. Yeah, like go back to doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this whole thing stemmed from Spider-Man in No Way Home. If he would have just spoke clearly, movie would have ended, franchise would have ended. Simple, done, story over.
yeah.
Then again,
I
Doctor
agree. 'Cause
Strange could have stopped the thing mid spell and said reverse everything.
I feel like he was being too much of
Yeah,
a genie in that movie. I feel like he's been like way too much of a genie for Spider-Man in that movie. I feel like he's been way too much of a genie, and that's what messed it up. Cause like every time he was doing one, and he was standing there, he was like, "Oh, okay, I gotta do this. I gotta do this." If you're really disciplined, that dude next to you, fuck him, shit. Do what you're supposed to be doing. Like if you're really focused. Like he was listening to everything Peter was asking him to do. He should have just tuned him out. But like you said, the franchise probably would have been over if he hadn't have. Well, no, for the Spider-Man side of it, Spider-Man and his villains, it might have been over if he had a did that. But yeah,
Next up, they announced this past June there will be 4 seasons at least of The Last of Us TV show, which I'm feeling a little more comfortable about it now that there's going to be a third game. But at the same time, I feel like 4 seasons is a little pushing it just a little bit.
I mean, I feel like for The Last of Us, isn't that the end of the world type of thing, type of game? Yeah. So I feel like how long can you? I don't see someone pushing a show for a season, and that's the concept. Maybe in a different concept, but to push it for that long, like I
I
don't know,
mean,
I would run
Walking
out of.
Dead went on for 11 seasons.
Yeah, but you said it was repetitive.
I mean, kind of was, but it put its own little spin on things a little bit. Every season had a little twist.
That's my only thing with like an end of days type of show. You, it's kind of hard not to be repetitive. So I mean, I guess 4 season is a good cap.
Yeah. When it comes to The Last of Us, first starting with the video game, I watched gameplay of it first came out years ago. It seemed really good. I was interested in it. I just kind of fell off with it. I never played the game personally myself. When it comes to the TV series, I watched the episode of the TV series yet, so I'm not sure what it's about. Familiar with it if it's the same as the gameplay. But what I will say, as far as the show goes, kind of like what I say with everything, as long as it doesn't go on too long, as long as it ends leaving you wanting more rather than saying it should have ended before. And I completely agree with what KB was saying. It's kind of hard for an end of the days type series repetitive because at the end of the day, every single episode you can have little subplots or storylines here, but it's just gonna be fighting every day to survive. That's really what it's gonna be, and it does get very repetitive. So if The Last of Us is capping off at 4 seasons, think that should be good enough to get all your storylines in, and while not being just extremely repetitive or making it long. Because like barbecue, you were saying with The Walking Dead, they went on for 11 or 12 seasons, or was it 40? They went on a very long time. Is the point? Um, and I think most Walking Dead fans would probably say it should have ended. I don't know, maybe season 7, season 8, maybe around that range. So you just especially want to make sure that you end it at a good point and not have it go on too long and drag along.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. If we get the third game before the fourth season of The Last of Us, I feel like it would be okay because they can kind of drag on the story of the video game. But if we get the if we get like the fourth season and then the third game, I feel like it's just not gonna go well. I People are already skeptical about the second season because I'm not gonna give any spoilers, but a certain thing happens in the second game that a lot of people aren't happy with. Um, and I feel like they might not even do that in the second season. I feel like that might be something that they change from the game and the show. Uh, I doubt it because considering they were really adamant about being uh, game accurate, very game accurate. That I highly doubt it'll be not in the show. But um, but yeah, I feel like 4 seasons. If they do it right, it could be great. Um, but if they do it terribly, then I feel like it's gonna be one of those shows that falls off immediately if they do it terribly. So they have to be very very careful with it.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, it was announced June 30th. Miles, Rio Morales, and Jefferson Davis will all appear in Spider-Man 4. Miles will be younger than Peter.
Is it like for a video game
No,
or
go ahead, KB.
It'll be the movie, I'm assuming.
this will be the movie? All right. Isn't he already younger than Peter?
I think he might be about the same. I guess it depends upon the universe, I think.
Yeah, if his current universe with Tobey Maguire, he's younger than him. He's like Tobey Maguire graduated high school.
If if it's the game universe, I think he's younger in the game in the Sony or in the Insomniac universe. Um if it's the Tom universe, I think he might be about the same age. But they could make him younger. So this will be in the Tom universe.
Okay, so
He will be younger in the Tom universe.
it's a Spider-Man 4? Where's this picking off of?
What?
It's called Spider-Man 4. I'm confused on
Yeah,
the top.
Spider-Man 4. Noah. Yeah, it's good. This is gonna be the fourth Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Okay. Interesting. They never like did it by numbers with Tom Holland. That's why it threw me off.
Yeah,
Uh,
it doesn't have a name yet. All we know is that it won't be like No Way Home or it won't have home in it at all. I think
okay. I mean, I think this is a great concept. Hopefully it's live action because
it
that's
is.
okay. Because that's part of the reason I haven't seen any of the Miles Morales Spider-Man movies because it's not live action. I'm sorry. When I was a kid, I could watch cartoon movies and stuff, but I'm a grown ass man now. I can't watch no kid movies no more. It's just like no, like no, I can't watch kid movies no more. I'll watch anime though. But yeah, I think it's a great concept. This is her first live action. I'm interested in the actor they'll get to play Miles Morales for the movie. So yeah, I think it'll be a great movie. I kind of hope like they did with the last one, they brought in multiple Spider-Mans. They brought in Andrew Garfield. I always forget the original Spider-Man's name. What's his name?
Toby, Toby
Oh,
Maguire.
oh, Tobey Maguire. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. So I hope if they're gonna do the Miles, are they gonna bring in like the girl Spider-Man and
I have
yeah.
no idea. Those are the only confirmed characters. It's Miles, Rio, and Jefferson Davis. Those are only three confirmed.
Okay. Okay. Rio. What's that?
Wait,
I,
Rio's his mom.
oh, his boss. Okay, yeah, I've never seen that. Okay,
No,
so
his mom. His mom.
oh, okay. Yeah, I think a live action it's been due, but yeah, I'm ready to see it. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. I guess Phil can go. He's the big Spider-Man nerd. So that's good.
Yeah, I really am. So first couple things before I even get into that. Miles is always younger than Peter. Miles, when he takes over, he's literally like 13, 14. When Peter, for the most part, he's from 19 to like 20, 22. He's, either at college, a lot of times he's graduated college or he's in college where Miles is, 13, 14. So it's always that kind of big brother, little brother kind of sibling gap between the relationship they have. Second, this is Spider-Man 4 because you had Homecoming, No Way, Far From Home, No Way Home, and then if you remember KB at the end of No Way Home, everyone forgot who Peter was. Everyone everyone forgot he's Spider-Man. No one knows who he is. He moving into his own apartment. There's no more Aunt-Man. There's no more Uncle Ben, and he's off on his own. That's where this new Spider-Man movie is picking off of. So with them introducing Miles is Rio Morales, which is his mom, and Jefferson Davis, which is his dad, I think that's amazing. To me, this is just all adding in, which right now it sounds like they're doing what they need to be doing with next trilogy of Tom Holland movies. Let's make it a street level film. Let's leave all the Avenger universe stuff out the way, and let's add in these other characters. I think bringing in Miles, introducing him, like he's not gonna be something crazy. He may even have a little cameo where like Peter just saves him or something. I think that's gonna be really cool. Go ahead and get us introduced in that. The only thing that is going to be interesting, I don't know, you guys remember, in Spider-Man: Homecoming, Childish Gambino was played Miles' uncle. You know, he had a little cameo in there where Spider-Man stopped him for an arms deal. He said, "I got a little nephew here named Miles in the neighborhood. I want to keep this stuff off the street." And then if you watch the Spider-Verse movies, Childish Gambino again was seen in a Prowler uniform, locked up in a cage. So I wonder if they're gonna kind of keep that in line, have him be Uncle Aaron and the Prowler. But other than that, I think this is just adding up to the last trilogy in the Tom Holland universe. Have Miles take over. So I think this is a great way to start that, and it's definitely looking up so far for this next trilogy for Tom
Yeah. I think I mentioned this before. It I have so many ideas for this, the way that they can do it. I just hope they do it right. Because if they don't do it right, it's gonna be bad. I hope they don't kill off Peter's Peter's version. I really hope they don't. I really hope it's kind of like he retires or takes a break type thing. Because I do want to see more Peter. I know we've seen. I want to see more Peter down the line. Um, and stuff like that. So I also hope this is from what it seems like. Because it also seems like that it's gonna be a more of a darker movie because it's gonna be Peter. So here's the headline. Spider-Man 4 takes place roughly a year after No Way Home. Peter hallucinated Aunt May and his dreams about MJ. Spider-Man is essentially a drug to him to avoid remembering the past. He's looking for a perfect villain to take him away from the grief and trauma. So I'm hoping this is more of a darker movie, kind of like the Amazing Spider-Man movies. I feel like this is like, and also like Phil said, more of a grounded. We don't need Spider-Man in space. We don't need Spider-Man being saved by someone else. An actual Spider-Man movie. I'm really hoping for it. And the fact that Mr. Negative is gonna be in there too, just brings a whole new thing to it. I believe. Let me see if the actor is confirmed. Um, no, I don't know. I don't know if it's confirmed, but I did hear Stephen Young is possibly gonna play Mr. Negative. Which, if you don't know who Stephen Young is, his he played in Invincible. He's played in a lot of stuff, but his most famous role is Glenn from The Walking Dead. Um, but amazing actor. So I hope he gets that role. Um, Also, apparently, Justin Hammer will Oh no, that's nothing. Never mind. But yeah, the fact that they're introducing Mr. Negative, possibly Prowler, and Miles. I mean, I feel like it's gonna be a great movie. Finally, the Tom Holland movie we want and deserve. Uh, Mr. Negative, if you don't know, he was in this first Spider-Man game that came out, what, 2019, 2018? Um, he was it. I loved his character. So I'm assuming they're gonna bring his gang and everything, possibly even Kingpin into this, because he worked with Kingpin in the game. So I'm just excited for this movie. I hope they do it right. I hope we take more of a darker turn for this one, and I hope it doesn't end with Tom Spider-Man dying. I hope it's just like uh, Miles comes in, helps him out, helps him defeat Mr. Negative. Miles realizes he can't do this job anymore without feeling grief, passes the torch to Miles, roll credits.
Yeah, and just to respond on a couple points that you made. Hey, I think I don't want to see Peter die. I don't think anybody does. But it's kind of just one of those things that's going to have to happen. That's kind of how you pass the torch down. Because even if they where he just fades into the sunset, when it's Miles' time, I want it Miles' time. I don't want Peter coming in to help him. I want it to be Miles. So that's really the only way. It's not gonna happen in this movie, like I say. It's in the third movie that happened. So I know you were saying, you want more Peter and stuff. We're gonna have all Peter in the movie, all Peter in the second movie. The third movie is gonna be where he dies, and that's where Miles is gonna take over. That's what makes sense. Um, yeah, as far as it being a darker movie, I think of that. We really haven't seen it's Andrew. It makes sense. I mean, you just think about it. If no one remembers who you are, you lost your girlfriend, your friends, you're in a whole whirlwind. You're not going. It's not going to be happy. It shouldn't be a happy. It should be some grief. It should be some anger. It should be some envy. He should be kind of over aggressive. Having to pull his punches and things like that. That's just human nature. It makes sense. So, like you said, though, it seems like we're finally getting the movie that we've been asking for, that we deserve, and I'm really looking forward to it.
I just want to see a great movie. Shit, I don't really care. This movie, mistake.
Taking a break from the whole Marvel universe for a second. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Will Smith is back making music. Um, this is his first song he's done for a movie since I think 2011. Super happy. I haven't listened to the song yet, but I'm just super happy he's back.
I mean,
Yeah, I heard him perform the song at the BET.
you know how I feel about Will Smith as a rapper. I mean, I feel like in our generation, he probably would have been an even bigger rapper. Yeah, he won the first was it the first Grammy for a rapper? That was a question, guys.
Yeah, yeah, he was.
Possibly.
Okay, yeah. I mean, in the generation he came in, it was just like that whole positive type style of rap was just no. And and listening to the artists from that generation, and I'm like, and this is in this mix? No. But in our generation, I feel like yeah, he would have been a big star, even bigger. And he's back. I mean, I saw the performance. I know that's your guy, barbecue, but I wasn't really impressed.
I mean,
I wasn't
he
impressed.
is what 50, 55 or something like that. So
Hey, this is hip hop. Age has nothing to do with your sound. Mm-mm. Nah, nah, bro. Lil Wayne still got it, bro. Like if
No,
you
he does
can,
not. No, he does not.
yes, he
No, he
does,
does not.
bro. That man be like,
No,
bro,
no,
his features are
no,
amazing. Like, come on now, he's
no.
hot from
Wayne's
generation to
music
generation.
is falling off along with his hair. Him
No,
and his hair, he's just falling apart, bro.
but his longevity compared to Will Smith, bro, generation after generation after generation.
Well, I mean, when that's all you do is make music, you should have more
Yeah,
longevity
I
in
mean,
that career field. Will Smith was Grammys while he was in
I
Oscar
feel like
conversations also.
I still feel like that's the same how I feel with Ice Cube. Ice Cube has some great music, but you know him for his movies more than you know him for his rap. And I feel like he should stay in the
Man,
movie lane.
that's a very hot take, bro. A
What?
lot of hip
You
hop
know,
fans,
bro,
a lot of hip hop fans would
any
destroy
common
you for that. Are
person,
you serious?
if you ask
Are you serious?
any common person, where do you know Ice Cube from? They're gonna say a movie. They're going to say a movie. They're not going to know him from No Vaseline, no NWA. Now they might know him more because of the Straight Outta Compton movie, but he's more known for his movies now, bro. Like Will Smith, same thing with Will Smith. He's more known
If
for
you
his TV. He's more known for Fresh Prince and his movies. Like, come on, and winning the first Grammy as
okay,
a hip hop artist.
yeah, I agree with you on the Will Smith part. That Ice Cube, you as somebody in the 2000s or more recently, what he's more known for. Okay, of course it's acting, but just overall, bro, we slide across NWA. Those are classic, and he was a big part. He wrote a lot of their stuff. He was a big part of NWA, and they were talking about his first and second album classics. No Vaseline is arguably the best diss track ever. We can't just skip over Ice Cube and say we don't know him for his music. I mean, that's not the case. I'm born in '04. Ice Cube was done music for real, when I was born. But I know about his impact and stuff. So, we can't just skip over that.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm saying what he's more known for is his movies. He's not. I'm aware of his musical impact. I'm talking about his, as far as what we know him for. What is the first thing you think of when you hear the name Ice Cube? You think of a movie first. You think of Are We There Yet first. That is the first thing that our generation thinks of, because that's what we first seen him in. Is Are You There Yet? Now, because of Straight Out,
I can agree
you
with
might
you.
know some stuff about his rap history, but I feel like Ice Cube. When you hear Ice Cube, you think of a movie. I don't think of a song at all. Even though No Vaseline is my
I can
favorite
agree with
song.
you on the part that it depends on who you ask. I agree with that, but I don't think it's just a automatic. That's automatic what we go to. I think it depends on who you ask. If you ask 2000 and up kids, yeah, we're gonna say most are gonna say movies, but you just ask anyone. I don't think it's just a far going conclusion that we know. Are we there yet? No, that's just what I'm saying.
You know? But in my opinion, I've heard, to go back to the topic, I've heard some of Will Smith's songs get jiggy with it. Parents just don't understand. I mean, they're good songs. The song he did for Men in Black. I mean, they're good songs. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel like he came out in the wrong era of rap. So yeah,
Yeah, about Will Smith stuff. First I saw the song, listened to it. I actually thought it was pretty good. It's a pretty good song, gospel song, good message. And I think like most people, just seeing Will Smith back on the stage again, back on the mic, it was just really cool to see. As far as his music goes, I can definitely see where you're coming from. Will Smith, I don't think anyone just looks at him as we don't. He's not a Jay Z, a Nas, Wayne, whatever. He's not like a rapper's rapper, but he's more of a go lucky, happy, kind of pop rapper. But it's good music regardless. It does great, and like I said, seeing him back on the stage again is a big deal. And I did personally like the song, but I know a lot of people kind of felt also KB about it. They didn't think it was that much. It was kind of 50 split on that, but me personally, I think it was cool to see him back on stage. Yeah.
All right. Next up, I want to get you guys' thoughts on this. Would you rather have a TV show release a full season one day, like that's it, full season, or would you rather have a weekly episode release for about like 8 weeks or so?
I'm so confused.
So would you rather have a show release a season all in one,
Oh, okay, okay.
or would you rather have a weekly episode release? So one episode a week for X amount of weeks.
The second one.
I'd rather give me the full season in a day. That way I can determine myself how many episodes I want to watch this day or this week, and I can already have it all at once. I do understand the weekly thing. It kind of keeps you immersed, wanting more of what's gonna happen next. But me personally, go and give me the full season. That way I can determine how I want to watch it. I can see.
I mean, for me, if I get the whole season in a day, I'm gonna finish it in a day, and I'm gonna wish I had took time to watch it. So if they hold it back, then yeah, I'll get more out of the show. I feel like.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with a weekly episode release. I feel like, especially for some shows, you need time. Sometimes you need time to process whether it's like if it's like a death of a big character or something like that. You need time to process and stuff like that. I feel like you get, like KB was saying, you get more out of it. Um, and it's less chances of you forgetting what happens that season. I know you could go back and rewatch the whole season, but I feel like a weekly episode release is better in my opinion.
I will say, while we're speaking of TV shows, barbecue, you need to get beat up, bro. You really do. Why the hell is the bear so freaking dark, bro? That show is so dark, bro.
It's
Like,
good.
no,
Just
I don't like watching dark stuff. Like, no, especially if it has anything to do with like stuff that can happen in real life. Like, I don't want that. Like,
what?
no.
It's for
Like,
some
Phil,
people,
don't
it's not
watch
for
that show.
others.
Phil, don't watch that show, bro. It's so dark, bro. And it's like, and the main character pisses me off too, bro. The bear, bro. He's just so freaking. God damn, bro. Think about everybody else. You're just so into yourself,
You
my
just
guy.
you gotta let. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil it, but you gotta let the character develop. You
Oh
you
my
just you
God.
just gotta wait it out. Wait it out.
He
Trust
needs
me.
a. I'm on season like 2, episode 2. He needs a girlfriend. He needs to, you
Just
know,
wait. Just wait.
he
All I'm
just
saying, stick it out. Stick it
he
out.
just
Trust
needs some
me.
good good. He just needs some good good. I'm gonna say it like that. If you know, you know. He just needs something. Because like this is
Just
great.
trust me. Stick it
Uh,
out.
oh,
Watch it. You will see. The character development in that show is amazing. You just gotta watch it. You just gotta watch all the way through. I'm on season 3 right now. I watched like the first 2 episodes. I'm waiting to watch more. I love it. But Phil, if you get a chance to listen to KB,
God, no.
It is actually a
I'm
really
gonna
good
finish
show.
it. I'm gonna finish it, but that show's so dark, bro.
It is dark. I never said it wasn't dark.
Like the way you kept hyping it up is like I was like, I didn't expect that.
And I'm going to continue hyping it up because it's a good show.
I get a bad show, but for me, I really don't like dark stuff. Like when it gets
Then you
dark
don't have
and
to
like,
watch it. I didn't say it wasn't dark.
but yeah, I mean, I'll probably continue watching it.
Just trust me. It'll be worth it. Just stick it out. All right. Next up, getting back to Marvel, Justin Hammer, the villain from what was it, Spider or I think it's Iron Man 1 or 2. I think it might be 2. Justin Hammer will make his return in Armor Wars, and Ultron will come back as one of the main protagonists of the movie.
That's an interesting movie concept. I haven't seen the Iron Man movies in like so long, so I don't even remember any of the villains. I remember there was one villain where like he was a older, like middle aged white guy. Like yeah, like yeah, I remember that. I remember War Machine, but yeah, I mean I'll watch the movie. I'm not a big like I Ultron. Ultron was pretty cool. I like Age of Ultron. That was a pretty good Avengers movie. So given that he's gonna be in it, I'll probably watch it.
So first, what is Wars? I don't think I've heard of that.
Um, it's all I know is that it's a upcoming Avengers style movie. Uh, I don't know when it's coming out. I don't even think it's been released. But I mean, considering Ultron will be the main protagonist, I feel like it's kind of seeing, I guess, the rise of Ultron and what Justin Hammer will do with him, I guess, or something like that. I it might be setting up um the villain after Kang, or they might team up with Kang. Um, so yeah. Speaking of
And
Kang,
what it's called?
what?
That definitely does sound like an interesting concept.
I'm seeing when I looked it up, Iron War, I'm seeing Armor War.
Iron, or armor,
Yeah, it's
Arm,
Armor. Yeah,
A
it's
R
Armor.
M O
I
R.
got it. It said it's a sequel. It's a Armor War is an upcoming American superhero film centering on the War Machine and a sequel to Secret Invasion and Ironheart.
So it's probably not even in development yet. So it'll probably be 2027 till we see it, maybe even later.
It doesn't have Iron Man in it. I'll watch it. I hate Iron Man.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it definitely sounds like an interesting concept. My only thing is I don't really like how they're recycling old villains. I think I'm kind of at the point now I want to see new original creations, or at least seeing people that we haven't seen before. So that's really my only knock on it. But as far as a concept and idea, it does seem pretty cool and interesting. I just personally wish that we would either see new original characters, characters that we haven't seen before.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Um, but it will be cool to kind of see Ultron and Justin Hammer back. Even if it's just for this movie, I feel like that would be kind of cool. All right. On the topic of Avengers, this is the last Avengers. Actually, no, second to last Avengers thing. I forgot some news came out the other day. So they announced that there will be a new Kang actor. They are not getting rid of the character completely. It's down to two as of January 2024. It's down to two people, Coleman Domingo, or John David Washington.
Miss Dean says she is so upset that they are continuing this character without Jonathan Majors. Like, I think she had Loki has had a crush on Jonathan Major. Like, he was such an advocate of Jonathan Majors. Like, it was annoying. But to kind of piggyback off that, I feel like it's kind of weird. It's kind of uh sketchy. You got to kind of be careful about when you try to find a new actor for a certain character, because like if you do it like that, you kind of see that same actor, and it's hard to even give the new actor a chance at the role. So I just want them to be careful with the selection of who they're gonna pick to replace him.
I feel like if there's any time to do it, it would be now. He really hasn't had much. I mean, Jonathan Majors didn't really play much. I think he was in one movie, maybe two. Um, but it's kind of like how they redid War Machine. Like he, if you remember I think they changed his actor like after one movie. So I feel like if they do it like that, which is how I'm
Yeah.
assuming they're gonna do it, um, I feel like it could be really good.
Miss Dean says she wants some Marvel to is she Miss Dean says she's writing a petition to send in to Marvel so they can bring back Jonathan Major as the actor for Gang.
Don't tell no lie.
I'm not telling a lie. She's saying I'm telling a lie, but bruh, Phil Barbecue. If you heard how much she talked about Jonathan Majors, you would think she had a crush on this man. You like.
Cameron, don't make me turn on the English.
Man,
Just wanna fucking tell it.
this man had a resting crying face like he's about to cry. That's the only knock I had on Jonathan Majors. And she was like, oh, he was in this movie. That's just how he looks. And she said, I'm telling an untruth on that. No, the amount of time she talked about him made it seem like she had a crush on him. And that's what I feel is what's going on.
Like you don't come on y'all, and make an appearance. Oh no. Not muted. So you see, we know Mr. KB can be dramatic in the things that he says. So we don't believe him. My comment was he wasn't just in. He was actually in two movies, and then he was also in the Loki TV show, like both seasons. So it's going to be interesting to see how that will go because of the span of years of time for his character. Um, I think if it's John David Washington, I think he's a better choice than Coleman Domingo, but that's just my personal choice. Lies by Mr. KB here. Just wanted to let you know.
They were not lies.
Hey, why are you yelling?
Phil,
Why are
Phil, you know me, man. You know me, man. I don't. Whenever me and Phil used to have talks during wrestling season, have I ever gapped you, Phil? No. They've all been true. There's never been the stretch of the truth.
Why are you yelling?
Because I am not capping.
But
I'm telling the
I'll step away now so you can continue.
No, the only thing I'm not like hold on, hold on. The only but you guys gotta admit he does have a resting crying face, like he looks like he's about to cry. This man just looks like he's about to cry.
I don't know. Every time I see Jonathan Majors, I just think of Cat Williams calling him a big bell pepper nose person like that.
Oh wow.
But yeah, I don't know, but but maybe just because I didn't watch too many movies with him in there, other than the Ant, it's not a big deal with them changing the actor. I think that it's better for them to do that than just get rid of the character completely, since he's been kind of developing a role in the universe. I really just think it really depends on who you ask and what's the situation. Because then I think if Black Panther, I think everyone would have a big problem with them trying to keep Black Panther and replacing Chadwick Boseman. That's just something that you wouldn't do. But with Jonathan Majors and the character Kang, some people like Miss Dean, I guess, would be really upset. But I don't think it's really a decision that I don't think it's a terrible decision. I'd rather
Phil, you're on mute. At least on my screen, you're on mute.
did, did y'all hear anything I said?
You said something about Miss Dean might be upset, and that was the last thing I've heard.
All right, I went on a still. Basically, I don't really think it's a big deal. I'd rather them replace the actor than just give him the character. So I think that it's not the biggest deal in the world, and I'd rather them do that and keep the character since he's been, developing, been in the timeline for some time now.
Yeah, because they were like, that was the thing of when they said they were gonna get rid of him, but they were supposed to be making Kang like a big part of like the timeline. Weren't they supposed to be giving a movie, like making a Kang movie at one point?
They still are.
Yeah, because they said they were gonna scrap it and then bring in the who they said they were gonna bring in the guy with the green cloak from Fantastic Four. What's his name?
Doctor
Doctor
Doom.
Doom.
Yeah, that's who they said they were gonna replace the villain to replace it, take the place of him. So I'm glad they're gonna just try to find another actor. Uh, yeah, but and then on the comment about Black Panther changing to another actor. I mean, I feel like you could continue out that story with Zori if they wanted to do anything else because she did become the Black Panther, and I think Phil, you said once that that's what happened in the comic book. So, I mean, I feel like they can continue out that story if they wanted to. So yeah, but to go back on the Kang thing, I'm excited. I like the character. He reminds me of a lot of me. I don't know what it is. I can relate more to villains than I can like superheroes. Like the only superhero I've ever related to is Wolverine. He's kind of like an anti-hero though. But yeah, and Deadpool. Those are the only two superheroes I've ever really could relate to. But the villains, I always can relate to them. But yeah, I'm excited to see what they come up with that.
All right. Next up, hang on 1 second. All right, with San Diego Comic Con coming up next week. I want to get you guys is predictions on what you think will be announced. Could be anything. Um, doesn't have to be Disney, Marvel related. It just can be anything. What do you guys think will be announced?
I really don't know what they're probably announce. I think they might talk about like because I've always wanted to go to Comic Con. I've always wanted to go to because the San Diego one is the original one, and I've always wanted to go to that one. Um, I went to something sort of like Comic Con, Dragon Con in Atlanta, but I want to go to Comic Con 1 year, at least 1 year, and experience Comic Con. Cause like they be having some cool costumes and stuff. So yeah, I didn't know they had made like big announcement on different stuff they're gonna do and stuff, and like I didn't know that was a thing there. But yeah, Comic Con is like legendary. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I'm not too familiar with Comic Con. I obviously know about the cosplaying and I heard they make certain announcements, but I wouldn't be able to say what they are. It may be. I guess if I had to take, I even know what prediction honestly, because at Comic Con do they announce it? Is it comics, movies? What exactly do they usually announce? Because I'm not too with it.
So I all I know is it's comics. They announce stuff about comics, um, movies and TV shows about comics. That's all I know about that.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Marvel will be in there. DC will have some announcements. The Walking Dead will have announcements. Invincible will have announcements. And anything that's a comic book, definitely a comic book with a TV show. I'm not sure about comics though. Just
I
solely
wonder if they're gonna
comics.
have Star Wars announcements.
Star Wars will most likely have announcements too.
Yeah, I'm interested to see those announcements. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go follow Comic Con when we get off, so I can like look at the announcements that come out.
The Star Wars comic, the Star Wars announcement will most likely be just about the comics though, because they said that they just announced they're gonna redo the original series as a comic, redo the original book comics of the original trilogy. I feel like most of the actual Star Wars TV show and movie news will either be at D23 or Star Wars Celebration. Those are the most times for Star Wars.
Okay.
What I'm most excited about is obviously the Marvel panel. Kind of interested to see where they're going, especially since Bob Iger announced that they're going to be slowing down with the Marvel stuff and the Avengers and everything. So I'm kind of curious to hear more about that and what their plans are. I'm also curious about the Walking Dead stuff that's going on. Whether they'll uh, announce another season of The Ones Who Live, which I doubt it. Or they'll announce another spin-off, or they'll announce something else. Super excited about that. Little fun fact: my cousin Greg will most likely be make an appearance for The Walking Dead. So be on the lookout for Greg Nicotero. I feel like we might get some more Spider-Man news for Marvel. Um, and definitely some more Fantastic Four news. Maybe even a Fantastic Four trailer. I don't know. It might be a little early. Um, but I feel like that would be about it. That's all I'm really excited for.
Yeah, on the Fantastic Four thing, they need to boycott that movie. That movie is just like stop trying. Every time you fail. Like, why do you keep making this trying to make this movie? Like, no. It's obviously it's just a no. Stop trying to make it.
I don't
And
know.
like
This one has a great cast though, so
they
I'm
just
kind
keep
of
starting.
excited for it.
My thing is they keep starting over with it. They're not making any like this is the second one, this is the third one. They just keep trying to start it over. Stop trying to start over is my thing. Just kind of put out one, use this one you're about to make, and try to put your best effort, your best foot forward, you put your foot in it like the old people say in the South, up north, you don't know about real cooking, get out of here. But anyways, like put everything in it. Like throw the kitchen sink at this movie, like anything, just to make it a good quality and build from there. Stop restarting this same movie. Just I felt
Yeah,
like
and I would.
I felt like they could have did something with the one they had Michael B. Jordan on. I felt like they could have made a few touch ups and made a second movie. That one wasn't too tough to watch. Wasn't hard to watch. Like they just need to stop trying to remake this movie. Just settle on who you want in the movie, settle on a storyline, and just go from there. Stop remaking it over and over.
Yeah, I will say I would have to completely agree. I just think the reason why they had to keep restarting is because Fantastic Four. I think we spoke on it before. They're not very interesting. They're very basic powers, very basic lame costumes. They're just not very interesting. They're kind of outdated, and they keep trying to force them on us, but they're just not interested. Only person that I like on the Fantastic Four is Human Torch. Other than that, I'm not a big Fantastic Four fan. Also, real quick, the next topic will have to be my last topic because I do have to go have family time going downstairs, so I have to leave for that. But yeah, just want to let y'all know that as well.
We can make the next topic the last one. Because we were gonna have 11th Dimension, but considering I'm the only one that listened to it so far, um, so we can go on to the next one for the last one. But as far as Fantastic Four goes, I'm I'm 50-50. I'm excited for the cast. I'm iffy about the story. They did switch it up and make it. I think it's based in the 40s
Really?
I mean, but these are 50s style
or
superhero
50s,
films.
50s.
Yeah, these superpowers that they have are like 50 basic comic book powers, superhero powers.
1960s. So it's set in the 60s. The other
Yeah,
ones were present day, if I remember.
yeah, they were.
So I feel like that kind of changes it too.
Okay, and now that you say that, it might be jail well, giving the type of powers they have. Like it might gel well with that set there. But is it gonna be? My question is standalone or is this gonna be a part of the timeline? Because if it's standalone, then 1960 thing might work out. Or unless you do like something with Doctor Strange with with timelines and stuff. If you want to bring it into the timeline.
I'm not sure. We don't really have too much information.
I feel like it'll do better as a standalone. Don't
It
mess up the
probably will
timeline.
be standalone.
Yeah, don't mess
They
up
might
the
make a
timeline.
franchise out of it,
Oh
like
my
make
fucking
multiple movies, but not flesh them with the Avengers. But I can see
yeah,
like 3 movies max if it does well.
yeah. I mean, just kind of make it a standing long series. Don't put it a part of the timeline. That's all I got to say on that.
Phil, you got anything else to say?
Nah, none of that.
All right. Last but not least, it was announced literally, I want to say Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. The Russo brothers are returning to make the next two Avengers movies. I know I told you guys that Disney told them no, but it was just announced that they are returning for the next two Avengers movies, which they haven't made a bad Avengers movie yet. So this is gonna be their fifth and sixth one. So I'm super excited. That just gave me so much hope for the next Avengers movies and the Avengers series.
Think this was if they said no and then they come back and say, "Oh yeah, they're gonna be the writers or of the movie." I think that was a financial negotiations going on. The reason why they probably said no initially. That's the only thing I can think of for you to say no and then come back and say yes. Yeah, it had to be something with the money thing, monetary type thing for Disney to give the green light on it.
Yeah, I think this is a big deal and a great thing to happen. Going back to what worked, who and the people who are part of making the great adventure movies. Like Barbecue was saying, when they're together, they haven't made a bad one yet. So why not keep the streak going, or at least attempt to see if we can keep it going? So definitely gives more hope to the next and future Avenger movies in the future of Marvel in general. And so go yeah, like I said, gets me gonna be really looking forward to see how these next two Avenger movies go.
All right. I feel like that's it, unless you guys have anything else to talk about.
Nah, about to go play some college football. And good luck on trying to get Penn State into a natty. Yeah. Good luck on that. Oh, I did have a question. Why is everybody up there in Pennsylvania such a Penn State fan? Like, why not Pittsburgh? If you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, barbecue, why aren't you a Pitts fan?
Um, Penn State, like I think. So my dad had five sisters, and I think at least three out of the five went to Penn State. Uh, a bunch of my dad's cousins went to Penn State. My dad went to Penn State. So it just runs in the family.
Okay, I was just curious. I was pretty curious.
I would go to Penn State if they had a good film program, but you know.
Yeah, that's all I have to say. And I can't wait till next Thursday, Phil, so we can have a debate over some sports, man. Because you just like feel like towards the end of last season, he was very confrontational. And I don't like that. But yeah, and one more thing, Shane, if you're out there, if you re-listen to this, I want to see your face on the next episode. That's all I gotta say. I'm calling out Shane until he pops up.
Phil, you got anything else?
Uh, Now that's really all I got. KV, to your little point about next Thursday. That's just if you show up, buddy. So I know you've been scared, you've been running away. So we'll just see you
What?
show up, and then we'll see
What
what happens.
information I missed this Thursday
That's all I
because I was trying to help my community. Thank you. And I failed at it. But anyways, that's a different story. But yeah, Phil, adopting a Falcons fan is a crazy, outlandish statement. And barbecue, were you serious about putting your phone on D&D? Are you seriously about to do that?
Possibly.
Bro, I gotta talk to you while we play the game. While you're playing the game and I'm playing the game.
Why
Come
do you
on,
gotta
bro.
talk to me with that? What? Why?
And then one last thing, bro. We need to have since we all have the game from what I'm hearing, we need to have a tournament, bro. It's crossplay, I'm assuming. So
Is
we
it?
need to have a tournament. We need to have a tournament.
Yeah, I'm
It
down.
should be crossplay. Everything that's been dropping as far as multiplayer is crossplay usually.
Yeah, yeah, it is. But
No,
guys,
it's
I
not.
gotta head. Yeah,
All right, see if it's not crossplay.
It's not crossplay?
Nope.
Are you
Only
kidding?
PlayStation and can play with PlayStation. Xbox can play with Xbox.
That's crazy. All right, I'm not buying it on another system. That game's too expensive.
All right, we'll see y'all next week. Appreciate ya. See ya.